Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. And we are pleased to be joined by Daniel Dye of GMS Racing, of course, this week's winner at the at Berlin Raceway for the ARCA Menard Series. How's it going?
Good, man. Thanks for having me on today.
Doing well. Thanks for coming on. So getting that big win, I know it's been a few days, and I know we talked Monday about it, but going into that race, did you think – I mean, I knew you thought you could win, but when you won, we were like, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. You know, Chad has a good track record there at Berlin. You know, his worst finish, I believe, is second. So, you know, to have the day we did, lead all the laps and get the track record in qualifying there and really just dominate that race was awesome. Had a little bit of a battle there with the 18 that you know it could have changed how the race went, but it didn't. So, you know, Chad, Brian, and GMS Racing put together a good Chevrolet for me, and it was pretty cool to get that bow tie victory win.
Yeah. I know that with your partnership with the Race to Stop Suicide, of course, everything that you've done with that organization, kind of talk about that and what partnering with them has meant to you. Yeah,
it was super cool to get Race to Stop Suicide, you know, the attention that it did this week. You know, when we started out the deal, our community was pretty high in numbers. Our community here in Central Florida was pretty high in numbers as far as most impacted by suicide and things of that nature. So, you know, since we've started that deal 3 years ago, we have now knocked that out of the top 10. So to be able to do that, it was really, really cool, and to keep the ball rolling with our efforts and getting Race to Stop Suicide in front of so many people on Saturday night was really great.
Yeah. So of course this weekend's race, I know that you know, NASCAR's off for the next few weeks, but the ARCA Menard Series is racing this weekend at Iowa Speedway. You're going to be there first time that you've been there racing. How excited are you to go back there?
Yeah, I'm really excited. You know, it seems like Iowa's going to be a cool place. I've messed around there a little bit on iRacing, and I talked to Chad Monday morning, and he said to get some laps on iRacing before we head out there this weekend. So yeah, I mean he's had a little bit of success out there, a couple top fives, I believe. So I'm gonna try and get him a podium this weekend and get a little bit of a jump on the ARCA East points. You know, with the big combined race and me running for ARCA East points, we're gonna try to make something happen and close the gap a little bit on the guys in front of us after a rough start in the 43 car this year.
So I know that, you know, everyone's talking about what your schedule is going to be like the rest of the year. I know you're going to do a handful of ARCA races. Kind of talk about what your plan is for the rest of 2021.
Yeah, so I believe this is going to be 5 more ARCA races this year with GMS Racing. We're going to go to Iowa this weekend, Winchester next weekend, and then Phoenix, Bristol, and I'm missing one. Can't think of it. Milwaukee. And then I got some late model races too that we're going to throw in there in between, and then finish off the year at the Snowball Derby. So really looking forward to that. Hopefully going to add one of those big late model stock races to our schedule. That's one that I'm really hoping for, and hopefully get some news out about that later.
All right, Daniel Dye, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and good luck this weekend at Iowa.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me on.